function of the respiratory conducting part of what is the function of the conducting part of the respiratory tract? One is humidifies the incoming air, cleans the air, brings down the air temperature to body temperature. These are the three important functions performed by the conducting part of the respiratory tract. One, humidifies the incoming air, cleans the incoming air or removes the dust particles, brings down the air temperature to body temperature. So these are the functions performed by the conducting part of the respiratory. What is the function of the exchange part? The oxygen from the air is diffused into the blood, and the carbon dioxide from the blood is diffused into the alveoli. Exchange of gases. There it occurs in the respiratory part, or exchange part consists of alveoli and alveolar ducts. Alveoli and alveolar ducts. That is another point. I take water just 1 minute. Next one. To say the lungs are situated in the thoracic cavity. In between the lungs, there is a region of the thoracic cavity, what is called mediastinum. In which part is situated, part side is mediastinum. It is the thoracic cavity, lies between two lungs. See, the lungs are protected in the thoracic cavity. The borders of the thoracic cavity, the lung, dorsal side, ventral side, anterior region, posterior region. So the thoracic cavity is bounded by, first one, body wall on the dorsal side, ventral side, dorsal side, sorry, vertebral column. Dorsal side is protected by vertebral column. Naturally, sir. Ventral side is protected by sternum. The anterior side by thoracic body wall. Posterior region by diaphragm. Diaphragm. Lateral side by ribs. So the lungs are protected in the thoracic cavity, and they are bounded on the dorsal side by vertebral column, ventral side by the sternum, lateral side by the ribs, and anterior side by the dorsal body and the thoracic body wall, posterior side by diaphragm. Here, diaphragm in human is a dome-shaped exhibit. Diaphragm is dome-shaped exhibit. Diaphragm is dome-shaped. Diaphragm is dome-shaped. Diaphragm is dome-shaped. And here, in in the thoracic cavity, the volume gradient creates the pressure gradients that leads to breathing, inspiration or expiration. So the breathing is the result of the pressure and volume changes. Volume changes in the thoracic cavity. That's why respiration is a mechanical process. Actually, respiration is a mechanical process. Respiration is a mechanical process. Next one. What are the stages in respiration? Stages in respiration. First stage. Atmospheric air enters into lungs. Atmospheric air enters into lungs. This is ventilation or external respiration or breathing, whatever term you use. So, in the first stage, atmospheric air enters into the lungs. And in reverse, the air in the lungs are going to expel to outside. So the entry of atmospheric air into the lungs, what is called inspiration. The entry of atmospheric air into the lungs is called inspiration. The expulsion of air from lungs to outside, expiration. Both are known as ventilation or respiration. Ventilation or respiration. Okay. Next one. Exchange of gases between atmospheric air and blood present in the alveoli. So next stage. Diffusion of gases. Diffusion of gases. That means oxygen enters into blood and carbon dioxide enters into air. Diffusion of gases across the alveolar membrane. And at third stage, transportation of gases. Transportation of gases by blood. And at fourth stage, diffusion of gases between blood and tissues. So again, diffusion of gases between blood and tissues. Reverse takes place, reverse conditions. Carbon dioxide from tissues diffused into blood and oxygen from blood diffused into the tissue. This is what is called internal respiration. That is followed by cellular respiration. Cellular respiration. That means the oxygen that is taken by the cells is utilized for the breakdown of nutrients. So for catabolic activity, the oxygen is utilized by the cells, producing energy and also carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide again diffuses into the blood. This is cellular. These are the various stages occur in the respiration. First, exchange of gases between atmospheric air and the alveoli. But air enters into the lungs and the air passes out from the lungs. The first phase is inspiration, second phase is expiration. And next, diffusion of gases between atmospheric air and blood across the alveolar membrane. Next, transportation of gases by the breath. Next, exchange of gases between blood and tissues. That means oxygen from the blood is transported diffused to the cells, and carbon dioxide produced by the catabolic activity of the cells is again diffused to the blood. So there is internal respiration and cellular respiration, where the oxygen which is taken by the cells is utilized for the breakdown of nutrients, producing energy under the other byproducts such as water and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide again will be eliminated outside. This is the various stages of respiration. Next one, mechanism of respiration. Right? Mechanism of respiration. One, inspiration. Number two, expiration. In inspiration, air is drawn into the lung cavities. In expiration, air passes out from the lung cavities. This is due to pressure differences. Due to pressure gradient. Pressure gradient between atmospheric air and air present in the lungs. So the pressure gradients create either inspiration, results either in inspiration or in expiration. You see, inspiration means air should be taken inside. So it is a negative process. Expiration is a positive process. Next, what is meant by positive process? The inspiration is a positive process because negative process. Why? Because the pressure in the lungs decreases compared to the pressure of the atmosphere. So air draws into the lung cavity. And expiration is a positive process where pressure increases than the atmospheric air. So air passes out. So that's why inspiration is a negative process, expiration is a positive process. Next bit, inspiration is an active process where energy is required. Expiration is a passive process where energy is not required. Sometimes we exert forcible expiration, forcible expiration, forcible expiration, which is active process. Forcible expiration is an active process. Normal expiration is a passive process. And inspiration is a passive process. The entire respiration is a mechanical process where respiration occurs by the pressure gradients of the atmospheric air and lung air. That is the concept of the mechanism of respiration. Next one. Pressure gradients follow Boyle's law. Pressure gradients follow Boyle's law. P is proportional to 1 by 2. P is inversely proportional to 1 by 2. When pressure increases, volume decreases. When volume increases, pressure decreases. On this principle, the mechanism of respiration is based. Here, this is thoracic cavity, and this is lung cavity. Suppose the volume increases, the thoracic cavity volume increases. Thoracic cavity volume increases. What happens? Lung cavity volume or pulmonary volume, intra-pulmonary volume, IPV, also increases. So, if thoracic cavity volume increases, intrapulmonary volume also increases. By that, the pressure decreases. When volume is low, here pressure decreases. Volume increases, pressure decreases. Similarly, in the intrapulmonary volume, the pressure also decreases. Pressure decreases compared to the atmospheric air pressure. This is what is called negative pressure. So inside the lungs, the pressure decreases due to increase of the volume that is resulted by the increase of thoracic cavity. Okay. Then the atmospheric air, which is higher than that of intrapulmonary air, automatically air crosses the respiratory system. That is the mechanism involved in respiration. What are the important physical process to occur in inspiration? First point, in inspiration, thoracic cavity volume increases, intrapulmonary volume increases, and pressure in the thoracic cavity and intrapulmonary chamber also increases. Decreases, volume increases, pressure decreases. So, in the first stage, thoracic cavity volume, intrapulmonary volume increases. So pressure decreases. So since pressure decreases, air enters into the lungs. That is the process in inspiration. What are the physical factors involved in inspiration? What are the muscles involved in inspiration? So what are the muscles involved in the process of inspiration? One, diaphragm muscles. Number two, external intercostal muscles. These two muscles contract in inspiration. These two muscles contract in the process of inspiration or during inspiration. By the contraction of external intercostal muscles, important one, thoracic cavity volume increases in dorsoventral axis. Important point. You only upset to expect this. All these points are expected in upset. So, what are the muscles involved in the inspiration? Diaphragm muscles and external intercostal muscles. By the contraction of these two muscles, the thoracic cavity volume increases. By the contraction of external intercostal muscles, the thoracic cavity volume increases in dorsoventral axis. By the contraction of diaphragm muscles, By the contraction of diaphragm muscles, the thoracic cavity volume increases in anterior-posterior axis. Anterior-posterior axis. Find out the correct statement and repeat it. Everybody should remember these two important points. The contraction of external intercostal muscles and diaphragm muscles causes the inspiration. How means the thoracic cavity volume increases in dorsoventral axis and anterior-posterior axis. By the contraction of external intercostal muscles, the thoracic cavity volume increases in dorsoventral axis. By the contraction of diaphragm muscles, the thoracic cavity volume increases in anterior-posterior axis. Both process, the thoracic cavity volume increases. Simultaneously, the intrapulmonary volume increases. So, by the increase of intrapulmonary volume, the pressure in the intrapulmonary cavity decreases. When pressure in the intrapulmonary volume decreases, intrapulmonary cavity decreases, the exposure having high pressure enters into the lungs. That is inspiration. Coming to expiration. So, in inspiration, by the contraction of diaphragm muscles, dome-shaped diaphragm becomes flattened. By the contraction of diaphragm muscles, dome-shaped, C-shaped diaphragm becomes flattened or pulled downwards and it becomes flattened. Another important point. By the contraction of diaphragm muscles during inspiration, the C-shaped structure becomes flattened structure. Next, during expiration, what happens? What happens during expiration? Expiration. Relaxation of external intercostal muscles. Relaxation of diaphragm muscles and contraction of important points. Contraction of internal intercostal muscles. So, in inspiration, external intercostal muscles and diaphragm muscles contract. Simultaneously, internal intercostal muscles relax. In expiration, relaxation of diaphragm muscles and relaxation of external intercostal muscles and contraction of internal intercostal muscles to occur. By that, the thoracic cavity volume. Thoracic cavity volume decreases. That results in increase of intrapulmonary volume. Results in decrease of intrapulmonary volume. That results increase of intrapulmonary pressure. Intrapulmonary pressure. So, due to the relaxation of external intercostal muscles and diaphragm muscles and contraction of internal intercostal muscles, the thoracic cavity volume decreases. In turn, the intrapulmonary volume decreases. Due to the decrease of intrapulmonary volume, pressure increases because volume is inversely proportional to pressure. So, in the lungs, the intrapulmonary pressure is higher than that of atmospheric air pressure. So, air from lungs passes out. There is the process of expiration. So, what are the physical changes? The flattened diaphragm in expiration becomes dome shaped. During inspiration. During expiration, flattened diaphragm becomes a dome shape. That is another point. So diaphragm is C-shaped and it is flattened during inspiration and again becomes a dome shaped in expiration. These are the important points which you have to keep in your mind in MCET examination. Take water. So that is about the inspiration and expiration. Next one, in humans, a normal human being respires 12 to 16 times in a minute. 12 to 16 times in a minute. So a healthy man respires for 12 to 20 times or breathe 12 to 20 times or produce inspirations and expirations for about 12 to 16 times. That is next one. Next bit. Spirometer. The air volume changes in breathing movement is determined by spirometer. So air volume changes in breathing movements is estimated by a special apparatus, what is called spirometer. Two important MCET points. One, the number of breathing movements per minute in human 12 to 16 times. And the air volume changes in breathing movements is estimated by a special apparatus, what is called spirometer. So that is about the brief explanation with respect to respiratory system. Tomorrow we will discuss the respiratory volumes, respiratory capacities, and the transportation of gases. Transportation of composites, the transportation of oxygen and transportation of carbon dioxide through the blood. Important one, definitely it is concept oriented topic. All Neet-biology TRS 249 students are made for. Don't miss tomorrow class because there is an important topic to be discussed. That is physiology of respiration. Okay, thank you. Tomorrow we will discuss.